Actually, have been doing a bunch of podcasts, and we're like, we should like dip into our friend group. Who owes us favors?
I owe you guys lots of favors.
No, we were just who are we gonna get? And we're like, oh, David would be really good because you have a lot of insight, and you're a fellow OG.
Fellow OG.
When did you
consider
start?
me an OG?
Yeah. I think so.
I feel like I was always like OG residue, as Pablo would call it.
When's the first time you ever posted a YouTube video?
2012, December 21st.
That's only 6 years after us.
Yeah, no, but we didn't start like picking up steam until 2012. So it's YouTube's hard, man.
It's so hard.
I feel like every 6 months YouTube just changes, and you just have to. Like
100%. You have to change. You have to like steal people's content. Me, you know. Yeah, when I first started doing YouTube, I went to my first VidCon.
Yeah.
And I went up to a guy that you were standing next to that I thought was you.
Wait, what?
Yeah. And I was like, dude, Roy, I'm such a big fan, man. Like, oh, man, I would love to, like, just film some sketches with you. And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, you and Alex. And he was like, he looks at you, Alex, and he's like, I'm not that guy.
I think I remember that. I remember thinking
it was J Mocock.
Who? It was who?
Jarrell from like Dietrich's crew back then.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
I think I remember that.
That's racist.
No, it's just, to be honest, the makeup from, I was like, it threw me up. And I was really drunk.
Oh, okay, cool.
Is that the first time we met? Or did we not really meet? You just talked to somebody next to me.
Yeah, I think I was like.
So you were all excited about Roy, but I was standing right there, and you didn't care.
Well, I was like, who knows? That guy could be Mark Vega, if all I know. You know?
Which VidCon was it? What year was it? Was I still with Alex at the time, or did I break up with him already?
No, you were probably, if you thought you were with me.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you were a fan?
I was a fan, yeah. I was like, I knew who you guys were. You guys were really successful, really funny. And I was like, man, these guys are good. And I wanted to be friends with people that were good. You know?
Do you remember the first time we met? Or the first time you guys met?
No.
I think I just met David like recently.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
For real, recently.
Oh, yeah. I'm always surprised because I forget that we had 8 years apart. So I'll see somebody like, yo, what's up? And then Roy's like, hey, I'm oh, wait, you guys don't know each other?
Yeah.
And like, because I just forget.
It was when you guys started connecting, because when we started hanging out, I remember there'd be times we'd be going to the gym and I'd be like, hey, man, like, whatever happened to you and Roy? And then you'd just be like, just stuff, man.
It's just a long story. So like I've probably told it a million times by that time.
Yeah, you were just like, man. I was like, all right. And I didn't really pry into
I
it.
hate that guy, but I miss him so much.
Yeah.
That was what you were thinking in mind.
Yeah.
It was like we'd be driving, he'd be like, look out the window all sad and just be like, just stuff, man. Stuff.
He's like, why do you always have your hand on a window when it's raining? I was like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he never talked shit about you, which was actually
really?
that I really commended Alex on it, because I didn't know the story fully. So it was just, I think the only time he really told me about anything was just like, we just kind of grew apart and he started his own thing. And that at that point you already had like 10 million subs on Guava or something, so you were big.
Oh, yeah. I talked shit in the beginning. But then after a while, I just felt bad. I was like, man, I shouldn't do that. I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for this guy, So I'm sorry.
I think I never had anything bad to say either. I knew you were like mad at me. Didn't really know why because we didn't talk. So I just like, he didn't like me for some reason. But I was like,
Was there ever something that you said to someone that you knew Alex was going to, you're like talking shit behind his back and you're like, yeah, he's going to find this out, but I'm going to say it anyways.
The what?
I hope he finds out.
Did you ever say anything? Like you were like,
no, subtweets. He's told me before. He said there's a lot of subtweets in the past.
A lot of subtweets. I did like subtweets saying like, wow, dude, is the best decision I've made in my entire life, like stuff like that.
And then he would like it, and I'm like, oh man, okay. Congrats. And then he's like, that's not how I wanted you to react.
Oh, you're supposed to hate me, man. What are you doing? He's very nice. Even when he's angry, he's very nice.
You should keep subtweeting him. Just make sure like spicy food was the worst decision of my life.
But I don't have my Twitter anymore because I don't have the the 2-factor code that you usually have. I lost it, so I haven't used it for like a year or 2 years.
What's Twitter?
Damn, got my ass down.
You only come out when like you got a fight coming out.
Yeah, I don't really post.
I have to talk shit. That's right.
I don't really post unless I'm like I have to. It's like it's in the contract. I have to like whatever. But
I'll sub X you then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about. Wait, we don't remember when we met.
I honestly don't.
I don't either. They asked me, and they're like, "Wow, you don't know? Well, he'll know."
They were saying you guys met at like Playlist or some kind of convention.
That's why I feel like that's where I got closer to you guys. I think you guys knew the people. Like you knew Eric, Super Ego, I think, or like knew.
The way I like became friends with the group is at one VidCon, Kian and JC got introduced to us to like work together, and then I was like, oh, this is like the people we went to high school with. These guys are awesome, and then we met their friends, and then we just that's how we met everybody pretty much.
Man, wasn't that such a fun era?
Well,
I feel like that VidCon, those playlists were just like everyone was like on the rise, and it was like a new exciting thing. So
and you knew everybody at VidCon. Now I know nobody when I go there.
I don't know anybody.
Me either. I just feel like
I think I saw your TikTok
uncle.
once. Yeah, I remember that guy.
Yeah. Once they started branching out, it's like, oh man. Because like I would get excited for VidCon and playlist because it's all YouTubers, and I know all these YouTubers, and I've seen them, or I like their work. And now it's just like, I don't know if you're on Facebook, TikTok. I don't know what you do. Like it's hard.
Yeah, you know what it is? TikTok people, they don't really have a community. Like I don't know like 10 TikTok creators by heart. Just because like you see the video, but it's so hard to find the person back. Like you like a video, but then you just don't remember who made it. Compared to like YouTubers where you have that connection.
Did you guys see that super sad story where like a couple, maybe like, I think it was like 2 VidCons ago, I went and everyone was talking about a TikToker who had like 10 million followers on TikTok, and she had her own meet and greet, and she made like 200 like wristbands, and then no one came to her meet and greet, and it was like, and she posted the video, I think she was like, when you have your first meet and greet and no one shows up and you made it, and I was like, oh man. But that opened my eyes. I was like, man, TikTok is like, you could just follow a bunch of people, but not really be super dedicated.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, you just don't have any relationship with your viewers because it's so short, and like you don't. Yeah.
It's a different story because if that was like that person was a YouTuber with like 50K subs, for example, that would have been
at least 50 people.
Yeah,
at least 50 to
us
200. Yeah, people. Yeah. Her wristbands would become. I'm sorry, TikTok.
What's the biggest like meet and greet you guys ever had? Like when you were like, whoa, this is so many people.
I had a meet and greet, and I told everybody, I was like, hey, come. Anybody can come. And I was like, but I'm going to be here for 3 hours. So like anybody can come, but I'm only going to be here for 3 hours, but the store will be open. So then I went there, not expecting anything, didn't have any bodyguards or anything. I was like, oh, okay, we'll see who shows up. We drive up, and I can't even see the end of the line. I'm like, what? And it goes like around the corner and like a mile down the street. I'm like, oh, I can't meet all these people in 3 hours. It was a big mistake. I felt so bad because after 3 hours, like I was like, oh, they like, you got to go. I was like, oh, how do I go? I don't have any, I can't get through the crowd. So then my friends kind of acted like bodyguards, and they kind of shielded me, and we got out, and then they just had a pickup truck outside, and I jumped in the pickup truck, and we peeled off, and then so many people got in their cars and chased us. And we had to like drift around turns to get away from these other cars. And I felt bad, but we couldn't stay there for like 10 hours. And we told the store we only needed 3 hours. So they're like, get out. So then we left. We went probably like 20 minutes just like trying to get around turns and stuff. And at the end, we stopped and we all got out of the car just on the side of the street, and we were just like taking deep breaths. We're like, oh. And one car was still following us, and they stopped, and we're like, all right, you were persistent. Let's go. Let's take a picture. What do you want to do? We made videos. We took pictures, whatever. But it was like, we were not prepared. And I always felt bad about that.
You should have just like baseballed them, get in your trunk and then just go down the line. Like, good game.
Yeah, that would have worked.
Yeah,
that is true. But it is scary. The wave of people. I understand.
And like just the.
What about when you guys go to the Philippines? Do you guys get like bombarded, or like you guys used to, or something like that, right?
Not really. Every now and then. But there's this thing called, what's it called? The Filipino
Fan Fest.
It's called Fan Fest. It's like a VidCon for the Philippines. I've never got invited to that. I don't think they know I'm Filipino.
What?
Yeah.
Have you gone?
Weird.
Yeah, I went. Yeah.
Look, I don't know if you look more Filipino.
You sure?
Yeah.
Why?
What?
Name specific characteristics.
The hair.
Oh. I did the Fan Fest. That was cool. But I did this brand deal with Jollibee. And we went over there, and they were like, okay, we're going to do a meet and greet in this restaurant. I was like, okay. And I went there, and the whole thing was surrounded by people on the outside. They couldn't fit inside. And I was like, why are they all outside? And they're like, because they can't fit inside. And we're like, what? So then the security team brought me inside, and the whole the restaurant is full, and it's closed down for this meet and greet. And I was like, what? It was really cool. But
do you guys know a lot of like Tagalog or Bisaya, like pretty well?
I can understand. I can speak. It's kind of funky though, but
see, more Filipino. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'll work on it.
Yeah, I was just wondering because like I feel like Latinos like they could be like fans of yours, but if you don't know Spanish or something, like you're a no sabo kid.
Yeah.
You don't know. You're not really Mexican.
I have a real question. You ready for this one?
Give me the real question.
What's up with your face?
What's wrong with my face?
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just definitely sunburnt, like you had glasses on. You don't see the sunburn? Look at us. Look. See how white it is around his eyes?
Okay, one, I wear a hat. Two, my eyes are sunken in right here, right? So this just naturally gets more sun. And two, you're an asshole.
It looks like straight lines of white here.
What's wrong with your face?
What? I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know. Let me see. There's like a scar right here.
Chickenpox.
That's the other side, idiot.
Oh, chickenpox. I have like 7. My parents, I remember being like 5 or 6, and they put oven mitts and duct taped them, and I found other ways to scratch, and I got scars all over my face. And I recently found out my girlfriend...
I was adopted.
No. My girlfriend
Alex Wassabi was adopted.
my little brother, my girlfriend was like popping his pimples on his face. And then Andrew's like, are you sure this isn't going to scar my face? And we're like, what? No. And he was like, but I don't want to end up like Alex's face. And I was like, what? And he's like, you have those giant scars. I was like, Andrew, that's not from pimples. Those are chickenpox scars. Yeah. How big do you think these pimples were? They had to have been like that big. Yeah. But no, they were just chickenpox.
So Alexis is just always just close to Andrew's face.
Mine too. She's just
Are
popping
you sure
everybody's
it's
pimples.
Like from chickenpox?
Yeah.
Like confirmed?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a birthmark.
I have it everywhere.
Yeah, but you can have multiple birthmarks.
Yeah,
too.
you were born ugly.
It's chickenpox scars. This is I'm a walking example of why you should not scratch your chickenpox scars. Because once you scratch it enough, it just scars like that.
That's the brand you should look into.
What?
You don't want to look like me? Don't scratch.
I would. If a chickenpox medicine came out and they're like, we need a sponsor, I would do it.
Where's your team? Let's talk to them right now.
Let's go.
That's fine. Well, I have a real question.
Oh.
A real question. What's wrong with your face?
I feel like my ears aren't even because when I wear sunglasses, it's super sideways. There's like definitely not even.
What's your guys' biggest insecurity? Be real for a second.
Right now or like growing up? Growing up is my eyebrows. I used to like shave it and thin it out because I thought they were just too bushy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a kind of a uni, and I remember like in 7th grade, someone was like, dude, your face is so dirty. And I was like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
And they're like, you have dirt right here. And then I went like this.
Oh.
And they're like, oh, it's just your unibrow. And I feel like I think about that fucking moment like once every 2 months. And I'm like, oh. Like
Roy he got made fun of for his big head when he was younger. Now he's brought it up a couple times.
Yeah. I mean, it's normal now, I think.
Yeah.
Now, like
you grew into it. You grew into it.
Can this fit?
Probably not. Nope.
Nope. I got a little head, dude.
Oh, congrats.
How about you, Alex?
No,
what's your
got
biggest
a little
insecurity?
head. I'm happy for him. Oh, my insecurities. When I growing up, I always felt like my eyes were farther apart than other people's, or maybe it's my eyebrows. But I just felt like I can see really well peripherally.
You just noticed that?
I just feel like I have really good peripherals.
No, prove it.
All right.
Yeah, now that I'm looking at it, yeah, your eyes are kind of far apart, yeah.
I think it's just good for like survival because I can see if any dangers are coming. But other than that, it's not really beneficial.
It's good for boxing too, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
So I can see where the ref's at so I don't trip over them.
Okay.
I have a question.
Okay.
What's your question?
You were there for the New Year's stuff, right? On my house?
When due to the all that fucking drama? Yes.
Yeah, you were there?
Yes.
'Cause a lot of people were like, oh, I left right before.
No,
I want to hear your perspective on it. Like, what did you see going down and what happened?
Man, the whole night was just nuts. You walk in. I remember the first thing, we're all taking shots. Fousey grabs Daniel Seavey's phone, throws it in the pool. And everyone's like, whoa, what's going on? And Fousey was like, my bad. I'll buy you a new one.
Yeah. And then
like New Year's comes along.
Fuzi gets on the table.
Does it break?
Yeah, he broke my table.
Yeah, Fuzi, the table breaks. Yeah. I remember we were sitting down, and me and Fuzi have like a pretty good relationship, I'd say.
Yeah, me too.
And I was just like sitting down next to him, and everyone was pretty drunk.
Yeah.
Everyone was pretty drunk.
It got out of hand.
Yeah. I remember him looking at me, and he goes, "You're a bitch." And I was like, "What's up?" He's like, "You're a bitch." And I was like, "Why? I was like, what are you talking about?" And he was like, "You're just a bitch." And I was like, "Dude, why?" I was like, "What's going on?" I can tell he was like trying to, like, maybe like he was just angry about something. And I was like, "Fuzi, I love you." And he was like, "I love you too." But I was like, what is going on? Yeah. But everyone kind of had that, like, it was like random people. I don't know who those people were.
Yeah, I think people brought people, and
they just like they were too drunk, and maybe they didn't understand the friend group, and they were just kind of giving people weird vibes.
Yeah, I think that was a mistake. I was like, oh, let's just invite everybody. You can bring anybody, because I just got a new house. I was excited about it, and then it was a mistake because it got crazier.
And then how did the fight start? There was a fight. There was a fight that started. Yeah,
there was I think maybe Corey said something to like to get on these guys' bad side. Then they started acting weird, and then Oscar heard something about Corey. Somebody like said something to Corey, so he got mad. And then I'm trying to figure out what's going on because it's my house. And then everybody's like looking at this other group of dudes. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go talk to them. And I went over there. I was like, yo, is there any problems? And then they were like, no. Like, why are you in our business? I was like, because it's my house. And then I started not liking them. And then somebody threw a punch, and then I just shut it down immediately.
Yeah. I think it was, and I don't know if you want this out there.
What?
But I think one of the guys tried to swing on you, and then Aaron threw a punch.
Oh. No.
Or didn't he? Or,
I know. This guy threw a punch, and then I was like, whoa. And the other guy turned around, and I was like, hey, no fighting in my house. And the guy was like, no, F that shit. And then he tried to step around me to swing. And when he did that, I put him in a headlock and threw him on the floor.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Once I put him on the floor, JP like put his body weight on him, which he's a big guy. So the guy couldn't get up. I turned around to his 3 friends that are here, and I was like, where's his friends at? And they all look at me, and they're all like, hey, we just met him. I was like, okay, well, get out. And then everybody, we like as a group, we all just started throwing people out of the door like a cartoon. Like people were flying into the driveway.
I think that's what Aaron did. I think he threw someone.
Yeah, I think Aaron threw people.
I remember it kind of took a while for like to get really escalated when it started, when you went up to them.
Yeah.
And I remember I had to poop so bad, and I was like, oh fuck, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Don't no one leave. And then I was like in the bathroom, and I could hear Aaron's voice getting loud.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, if Aaron's getting loud, it's trouble.
Yeah.
So I did a couple wipes. Maybe I should have taken my time.
Yeah.
But
one wipe and go.
I went out, and then that's when everyone was like, get him out.
Yeah.
Get him out of here.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah. It was crazy, man.
It was fun.
So those people you did not know.
No, but I actually went outside in the street and apologized, because I was like, man, I feel like I overreacted. My bad. I didn't know he's going to be so easy to take down. So I was like, oh, it's a stranger. I better go all out.
Yeah.
So I got a headlock, threw him to the floor, and then I was just yelling at him. And once my friend grabbed him, I let him go. And then I went in the street, and I was like, yo, man, sorry. I didn't know it was going to be that easy to take you down. And he was like,
sorry, but insulting him at the same time. Yo, man, I'm so sorry I whipped your ass that quick.
He was like, oh, it's all good, man. He was like, but if you would have squeezed any more on that headlock, I would have passed out. And I was like, yeah, it's crazy.
But do you remember those guys invited us to a party right after?
Yeah.
They're like, yo, guys, sorry about, dude, that was crazy. You guys want to go to another party?
Yeah.
I was like, no. That was
Sounds like a
fun
liar.
night.
Yeah.
Or
maybe he said kickboxing or something. I don't know.
You got to throw another New Year's party, dude. It was so crazy.
Everybody was trying to get me to throw more parties, and I was like, I don't know. That last one got kind of crazy.
I know.
You know.
Eventually.
Dude, let's throw one of yours, Roy.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah, it's nice.
Oh, if you want to.
Let's do it.
All right. Let's
say it in the podcast. Say it in the camera right here.
All right. We're going to throw a New Year's party. I won't be there. I'll probably be in the Philippines, but you guys can host.
All right.
Perfect.
There we go. We'll just rent out his house.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Okay. All right. let's get to the interesting stuff.
Let's do it,
sir.
I want to.
Let's talk about your recent YouTube compared to your not recent YouTube.
Yeah. How would you compare it?
No, you worked really hard for a long time and you dabbled in a bunch of stuff. Then you went behind the scenes for a little while, and then now you've hit something that you obviously are passionate about and you like a lot.
You just hit you're over 2 million like subscribers now, and you just hit 1 million not too long ago.
Yeah, it was like a year ago, dude.
How long? So it took you a year to get from 1 to 2. How long did it take you to get from 0 to 1?
10, 11 years or something.
That's crazy.
I never thought I was gonna hit a million because I was stuck at 500,000 for like 4 years.
Yeah.
I just was trying to keep enough subs to not drop below 500K.
500K is good.
Because at that point I was like, people would be like, how many subs do you have? And I would say 500,000.
Yeah.
Because it sounds cooler than 500,000.
Or a quarter of 2 million.
What?
That doesn't sound as good.
No.
I don't know. I was thinking. My bad.
Yeah. So you have 2.5 million subs on YouTube.
2.17.
Yeah, 2.5.
Yeah.
In this new era of your YouTube life, do you have a favorite video?
A favorite video?
I was in 3 of them. If you forgot,
I did like that sync up or drink up that we did. Cause
are you posting that?
No, the first one we did with you guys as best friends.
Oh yeah, nice.
Oh yeah, nice.
That was just fun. I feel like I got really good at doing the blind dating videos. That like they're really exciting to film, but there's something like just not as exciting because I already got it on lockdown. So like when I do a different series like the menu or like sync up or drink up, you kind of have this idea like, is it gonna work?
Yeah.
Are we gonna have a fun time?
Yeah.
And I take it kind of personal. Like I really want people to like have fun on set. So I try to like, even we were all laughing that day. It was like you guys, Manny, Franny and them. And like, it was just, everyone felt like they were best friends.
Yeah.
So like that just filmed, like we filmed for like 2.5 hours.
It was fast.
Yeah.
It felt like shorter.
Yeah. And you guys weren't kind of like doing this to me like, hey David, let's get the fuck out of here.
I think but the other video we filmed, you're not posting that, right?
Yeah, why?
You are?
Yeah, why?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like we went kind of crazy in that one.
You did. That's why I'm gonna post it.
Oh no!
What are you talking about?
It's like, please tell me not post it.
Just beware of that video when it does come out. I don't remember what we said, but I remember being like, oh, and when Roy said stuff, and I remember his face being like, can we say that?
I remember that's the power of the Reezy channel for some reason. People just loosen up more than they normally do in like their other platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pablo was in that video and he was like looking at me the whole time. He was like, holy shit, dude. These guys are opening up.
I think it's just more like YouTube, a lot of times it's structured. So just the freedom that you get on your channel is just so freeing, and you don't have to, like, there's no limits. Like, you don't have to worry about, like, oh, kids are going to see this because it's an older channel. Yeah. You can make the jokes you make with your friends that you can't make on YouTube on most channels. Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I try to make it like that environment. Like, hey, no one ever gets canceled on my channel. You know that.
We're working on it. Yeah. But I like it.
Yeah, that's good.
But I noticed. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I noticed that, like, when you first started, like, popping off, you had, like, all your friends in there. Like, every time I would come, I would know everybody in the video. And now you just reached out to other people. Was there a reason for that? Was it because, like, you don't want to?
Well, it was just like, I mean, it's such a big ask to always ask your friends, you know, and like, and I did start doing the videos with like my closest friends, people that I really liked. But it was kind of like taxing on mine because I do all my casting. Yeah. I'm the one like DMing people, you know, I'm like in bed with Grace, you know, I'm like, what do you think about this guy? What do you think about this girl? You know, like we're kind of going through people's socials. Yeah. But at first it was just like, I would hit you guys up and like Franny and JC and stuff. And, you know, we're all friends, so it's not weird to ask, but like, it's also like, oh, I'm kind of busy. And like, you know, people have their own lives, and I'm not paying anyone. Even to this day, I don't pay anyone just because I can't afford it. Okay. And especially back then, I was just like, hey guys, you guys mind taking like 4 hours of your day to go film this video? Yeah. And I mean, I'll be honest, most of the time people weren't super jazzed about it. Yeah. One, the views weren't there in the beginning.
Yeah, that's hard to get people when you don't have
And then
the
two,
views.
it was like, hey, you're going to be blind dating or you're going to be doing this thing that you're maybe not comfortable with. Because back then I feel like most people were doing sit down videos. Like you would just be like, we're going to try, it's like people in a couch and they're going to be like, we're going to play Family Feud, or we're going to play this or this or that, or we're going to play the Chubby Bunny Challenge.
Yeah.
Super easy stuff.
Yeah.
Versus like, hey, you're going to be blind dating someone and your Riz is going to be out there, or like you're going to be ranking each other based off looks or outfits. And people would be like, am I going to get roasted?
Yeah.
My feelings going to get hurt? So it was a bigger ask going. Like I still ask my friends, obviously you guys were just in the video. But it just became, I didn't want to feel like I was using my friends too much.
It was a good start though, because like I think that's what other videos of what you do was missing, because it's just a bunch of strangers. You could tell they don't know each other and the vibes weren't there. And then you came out with yours and they're like, oh, this is the friend group that everybody has seen, because everybody posts to everybody in the friend group for years. So then you can see the vibes are there. We know how to make each other laugh. And I think that was good.
Jubilee and Cud and all those channels do such a great job. And what I just wanted to put my spin on it was like, you know what? This, like when I saw a video, I was like, dude, I want to do this with my friends. It would be so fun. Yeah. And I knew kind of who to cast and like what friends to like either pit against each other. Like if I have Alex here, I'm going to put Roy in because their chemistry is going to be really good. Or, you know, if I put JC in here, I'm going to put in blah, blah, blah. And I feel like they're going to argue about this, or like I'm hoping they will and stuff like that. Or I also knew that because we're all friends, we could roast each other. Yeah. And kind of be mean. Yeah. Because like, and I would tell people like, hey guys, lightly roast each other, because we do that anyways. Yeah. You know, versus like sometimes you go on a set with people you don't know. You don't want to be like, yo, those pants are fucking ugly.
You got to feel it out first. And then by then it's already halfway through the video. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So now I'm like DMing people I don't know, which is like, it's scarier and it's harder to get people on, but I just can't have like one Franny and Ezra are taken. So who am I going to get to blind date 6 guys? Yeah. You know?
Yeah. So. I think I've met a lot of people on your set of either they were leaving or whatever. Like,
who would you say was the most important person you met on set?
I think Zach. I'm pretty sure. Like,
well, you didn't meet Alexis, but you guys connected on my set.
No, I knew. Yeah, but Zach was like, I remember I went there. I was like, oh, cool, Zach. And then, what's his name? Vit? Yeah. Oh yeah, he's super cool. Yeah. Like I only talked to him for a second, and I ran into him on the street somewhere, and I was like, yo, and he's like, yo, and he just seemed like a really cool guy. But Zach was like, we were talking, and I was like, oh, cool, like. He's funny, and then we got along really well, and then he's like, come play basketball. I was like, oh, okay. And then we got to basketball, and he was like, yo, you know, we actually met like 6 years ago. And I was like, what? And he said, you invited me to play basketball with you and Mr. Beast on your rooftop 6 years ago downtown. I was like, what? That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but it's cool meeting all these new people too.
Yeah, sure. It's fun. People honestly come on set and sometimes they're super shy, like, hey, can I bring my friend? I'm like, yeah, sure. And yeah, during the middle of the shoots, I'll see people that don't know each other doing TikToks, collabing. Like I just went to Jake's house the other day, and there was 2 people from my live show at his house. Oh, and I was like, hey, I didn't know you guys knew each other. Like, no, we're besties now from your live show. Like, she's like me, just blonde. And I was like, oh, sick, cool.
Yeah, it's like a mini VidCon. You just meet new friends there. You're like,
I think that's one thing you're really good at, dude. Just like bringing people together, and then people connect through you. Because I don't know. It's just, you just bring out an aura. It's like, all right. I'm like, you're like a home to a lot of people. And through you, that's when people connect. And at least from what I see and what I saw when on set. Thanks, and obviously like through Alex's story. And I also admire how hard you work, man. It's just like, story here. I was in Japan like two weeks ago. And then we have a group chat for Alexis's birthday party, and I like texted there. It was like 8 p.m. our time, and then David's like, "Oh, someone's still awake." Yeah, I was like, "It's 4 a.m. 8 p.m. our time. It's like 5 a.m. there." I was like, "What are you doing up?" And you said you were editing.
Yeah, I was like,
"Damn, 5 a.m. editing."
Yeah, it was actually 4 a.m. and I was awake. I was awake looking at the messages, and I was watching, and I was like, "If I engage, then I'm gonna have to keep talking." And I'm tired, so I just didn't respond.
I was editing. What were you doing?
I was trying to cure insomnia in my cabeza.
It was actually 4:13 a.m. And if we look at those messages, I guarantee it'll be 4:13.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, he remembers your first interaction on messages.
I was like, it was in Japan. I was like, send me some photos.
Yeah. I sent you a picture of a monkey. I was like, here's a monkey.
So, speaking of connecting people, me and Alexis actually reunited on one of your videos, and we never stopped reuniting since.
I don't know if reuniting is the word. Because it sounds like you guys were a thing before.
No, we were friends before.
Yeah.
And then I met her at my celebrity basketball game. She was dating one of my teammates.
I remember.
And then like a year or so after, she was at the Merrill's house with Franny. And I was like, hey, that's that girl from the basketball game. And then I DM'd her after that, like super platonically. I knew she had a boyfriend, but we just DM'd every once in a while or like respond to stories or whatever. And then a couple years go by, and then I unfollow her.
Why'd you unfollow her?
Because she had a boyfriend. Yeah, that's why, pretty much. Damn. And she said, why'd you unfollow me? And I said, I can't risk falling for someone who's not going to catch me. I didn't talk to her again for 2 years until your video.
Wait, she called you out? Why was she like looking that you were...
I don't know.
How would you know if someone unfollows you, you know?
I don't know.
Did you check?
Oh, she said usually like I would be like viewing her stories. Like I really liked her. So like I would always be in her stories. Like you would see my face. She said I didn't show up for a couple days, and then she's like, what? And then she was like, what? You unfollowed me? Not gonna risk it. And then
she was into it.
Well, she had a boyfriend at the time, so she was like,
into
okay.
it.
No, I don't think so. She's super loyal to like whoever she's with, because I was trying. Every once in a while I would slip something in and she would mention her boyfriend. I was like, so but we didn't really have that much of a relationship outside of like Instagram. So I was surprised that she was surprised too. I thought she wouldn't care.
Yeah.
And then she did, and then we reunited on your set. And I saw her when I was pulling up. I saw her, and I was like, "Oh, that's that girl from my celebrity basketball game."
Yeah.
and then
was it one of those moments in a movie where like the music came on?
I was just nervous. I only had like 30 feet from the parking spot, but I was like, whew. And in that 30 feet, I was like, oh. Yeah. And I got out, and then I said hi to everybody, and I was like, oh, hey. Like I wasn't nervous. And she said, hey, I like your shirt. And I was like, hey, are you single? And then she was like, yeah. And then
that was the first question you asked.
That's the first thing I asked. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because I was like, if she wasn't, then I would be less nervous. I mean, if she had a boyfriend. Yeah. But then she didn't, I was nervous. And then we did the video, and then afterwards, I was in my car about to text her, and she messaged me first, and my phone goes off, and I was like, and I dropped it in the car.
Yeah. See, like you said, I'm really good at connecting people. At the time, I had just moved out from living with Alex.
And you guys lived together?
Yeah, for a month.
Little bit.
Yeah, for a little bit. And my girlfriend, me and my ex broke up, and then I needed a place to stay. And Alex gracefully let me stay with him for a month. Yeah. And I remember I was like, "Don't worry, dude. I'm gonna pay you back. I'm gonna buy you such a big housewarming present for your next place." And I never did, and I always feel bad about it. I think about it all the time. I see you. I'm like, "Fuck, I never got him something."
I don't even remember that.
What?
Alexis.
You gave me the best present of all.
You did.
Wow. But women are not objects to be owned. Just to be clear.
Thank God.
But thank you for the present.
Yeah, I just knew. I was like, Alex is, he dates some kind of interesting characters, some interesting people that I think are great. But in the long run, I'm like, I don't think that's gonna, pan out. So I was like, you know what? Let me bring him on this shoot. Let me get Alexis. She's way out of his league.
Accurate.
I don't think he's going to be able to pull this off.
But
if he does, he's going to be forever indebted to me.
Yes.
So you had that in mind?
I did.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I remember when you asked me to move into my spare room for a little while. I remember being surprised that you were nervous. Like you felt bad. You're like, hey, is it?
I
cool
did.
if
I was.
Stay for a little bit. I'm like, yeah, dude, we got a whole bed right there. It's a bunk bed though. And you're like, all right. And I was like, cool. And then
I was nervous. Alex is just so nice with everything. He's like, hey, this is like, he could be like, this is my underwear. If you ever need a spare underwear, here it is. Like,
I got some on right now if you need it.
He's so giving, and it's like really nice. But I'm not someone who will just be like, I'll take it all. You know, I was like, I'm gonna stay in my room, I'll hang out, but me, him, and Aaron just had such a fucking fun time.
It was fun.
Yeah,
it was fun. I remember one time I was. Oh, can't talk about that.
Whoa.
I can't talk about that one. We're gonna just move on.
I actually had sex with my future wife in your spare bedroom for the first time.
Yeah.
Oh, we say living room?
No, spare room.
Spare room.
Where I was
staying.
Sorry.
Yeah. He was all excited
you guys were
about
watching.
this girl.
You guys were watching Parasite.
During your intercourse?
Yes, because I remember we had just gone back from our date, and then we're all hanging out, and you're like, guys, we're watching Parasite. It's really good. It's about to start, or whatever. And I remember kind of being drawn to the movie. I was like, dude, this is so good. Should we watch it? And she was like, let's go hang out in your room. And I was like, oh.
Cause like, oh, she's trying to see my Parasite. Yeah.
No, I was super excited to go in the room, and then she was like. This is such a funny story. I don't even know if I should be telling the story.
It's up to you.
But she was like, oh, I don't know. We kind of like started getting hot and heavy. And she was like, I don't know if we should do this. Like, you know, like they might hear us. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, oh, this is Alex Wassabi's house. This whole place is soundproof because he's a YouTuber. We're good. And she was like, okay. So then we make love for the first time.
Oh, right? Beautiful. Was it beautiful?
And it was so beautiful. It was like two bodies connected. Like it was awesome.
Did you cry again?
I did. During and after though.
He always does that.
Every single time, especially with you. And I remember laying in bed and you know, just like holding her and letting her know like, hey, I'll get you next time. Don't worry about it. And all I hear is Aaron on the phone with Ronnie. Yeah. But it felt like he was right next to us.
Oh my God. They had sharing a wall.
So we're sharing a wall, and then Aaron's like, yeah, we just got done watching Parasite. It was blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, who's that? And I was like, Aaron. And she was like, oh, yeah. And she's like, wait a minute.
It's one-way soundproof. It's a one-way soundproof situation.
Like she's like, if he can hear us, if we can hear him, he can definitely hear us. And I was like, they were watching the movie. We're still good. And
you're like, no, watch this. Boom, boom, boom. Yo! See, he can't hear me. And he's like, yeah. Dang it.
He was like, what's up, David?
Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I also heard.
Really?
Did you?
Yeah.
No.
Well,
really?
Because I always went to my room to use the bathroom because I didn't use the guest one because I was like, I like my bathroom. And I remember hearing like, oh, and then I went to the bathroom. So
damn, that's crazy.
Sometimes you gotta be the bearer of bad news.
She's gonna be so mad that I said this story. But that's so beautiful. You heard my first time.
Yeah. And
I helped you with your first time with Alexis.
Aww. Perfect. We had so many stories that we can't talk about from that house. Yeah, but I wish we could.
You know what's crazy? I took Aaron's first photo with Ronnie.
No way.
He took my first photo with Grace.
No way.
Yeah. That's kind of nuts.
You were there when they met at DC?
Yeah.
Oh. So how long have you been with Grace now?
Yeah.
4 years.
Dang, has it been that long?
Yeah.
What? You lived in my house 4 years ago?
2020. From January like something to February something, 2020. That's when I lived with you. Right before the pandemic.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a great pandemic though.
When I moved back into my house, I was like, fuck, I should have stayed over there.
Yeah.
I could have stayed in that nice house.
That would have been nice. Yeah, it was such a great COVID house. We had a basketball court. We had a whole gym. Yeah. We had like just a pool, hot tub, boxing ring. Like it was crazy.
We had everything. We just had a living room TV and ourselves.
Dang.
So wait, you're 4 years? Is that your longest relationship?
No, my longest relationship is probably like 8.
8?
Yeah.
Dang. What? Wait, how old are you again? 30?
32.
32? So that since 28. So then was it 20 to 28?
Something like that, 20 to 28, yeah.
That's crazy. And how do you foresee this going?
Well, yeah, we're gonna get married. I have to propose first, but I got the ring already.
Yeah.
Does she
know? This will probably be out. When is this coming out?
Like 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah.
So by then I'll still haven't had proposed.
But
I thought you were gonna say the opposite.
I thought you were about to tell us how you're gonna do it, how you, like all this stuff.
Yeah.
I was saying, like so she knows I got the ring already, just because like she's like my best friend, so I want to tell her everything.
Yeah.
So I might have maybe
Has she
I
seen it?
Well, I took her ring shopping.
Okay.
What does that mean? Like she just sees the ring, not the actual ring?
So when we first started dating, she had like, this is my idea of a ring.
Okay.
Like, this is the ring I want. But she's like so OCD. I was like, have you ever had this ring on your finger? And she was like, no. And I was like, I gotta go take you to go put that type of ring on.
Yeah.
See if you actually like it.
You might have liked it on somebody else, but you don't like it on yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I took her to a ring shop, and she put it on. She was like, you're right, I don't like it. And I was like, fucking no.
Roy got me a ring, and like we had to return it like 3 times because it wouldn't fit.
Yeah. Really?
It was like wrong size. Yeah. It was like the ring. What is it called?
It's called the Aura ring.
Aura
it tracks
ring.
your sleep.
Oh,
it's
It was a ring pop.
Rings hard, man.
Rings are hard to do.
Yeah, rings are very hard.
Yeah.
But,
so you don't know when or.
So funny story. So we go ring shopping. She tells me we figure out what ring she wants, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, cool, I'm gonna get you a ring. And she's all excited. And it's been like a couple months, and I'm talking to this ring guy. He's gonna get it for me. And then she was like, how are you gonna ask me? And I had this idea. Have you guys ever watched Sex and the City?
I have not.
No.
Dude, watch it.
I'm unfortunately.
It's so good. You guys are probably gonna hate it.
Really?
Yes. So we watched it together, and we like loved it. And she's never been to New York, and she's always wanted to go. So my first idea was to take her to New York and ask her where like Carrie, like the main characters, lived, like on her porch. And I was gonna pull up in the limo like her boyfriend in the show Big does. And she was like, tell me. I was like, oh, okay, I have a new idea. I'll tell you my last idea.
Oh yeah, you told me this.
And then I tell her I was like, I'm not gonna do this anymore, so I can tell you this idea.
This is Sex and the City one. Is the one you told her?
Yeah, and I tell her, and she was like, that would have been perfect. Oh no! And I was like, oh. But I was like, really? Like, isn't kind of cheesy? She was like, no, I would have loved that. That's the way you should have done it. You should have. She was like, you really got to. I hope this new one.
This one. Oh.
So then I was like, fuck. Now when I ask you, in the back of your head, you're gonna be like, damn, you should have asked me the other way.
Yeah.
And then she was like, no, I'm not gonna think that. And I was like, you definitely will, because now I even put this thought in your head of you thinking like that. So now you're definitely gonna think.
You should do it the way Ross and Rachel did.
What?
Just get drunk and go to Vegas and wake up and be like, no.
We should do that. Yeah. But like, dude, let's do a couple things.
Oh, us.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, you and Alexis, me and Grace.
We better wake up with this.
You guys can be the what are they, witnesses?
Okay,
I'm
done.
Yeah. But I got the ring. I got the idea. So I'm just kind of like, I just started the Poppy's channel with Hunter too.
Yeah.
And the menu that we're gonna play. It's just so hard to run a business. You guys probably know.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just so confusing.
So
and
hard.
like, it's just a lot of it is like trial and error too.
Yeah.
Like one of our mottos is like make things break things. So it's one of those things. So I don't have like a lot of time, but I'm planning it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I thought you were gonna say you're waiting for things to calm down or get more into a set schedule before you.
No.
There's never a right time.
Yeah, there's never a right time.
There really isn't a right time for
I talked to
everything.
Some friends, and they were like, dude, like if you're waiting to get financially stable, you're waiting till this takes off, you're waiting till this, there's always gonna be something to wait for. You can be married during these things. And I was like, oh, you're right.
If you're waiting for the right girl, you know, it's never going to happen.
Yeah, just pick one.
I do think love is a choice, though.
Oh, yeah.
You
People
know?
are like, oh, you think it's true love? I don't think there's true love like that person was made for you. But I think it's a choice every morning. You got to decide.
Yeah.
Choice love.
Yeah.
Choice
I think.
So tell us about the menu.
Dude, the menu is the greatest card game in this room. All right, so we did. We
got Uno and Monopoly Deal over here. So
yeah, Monopoly Deal is pretty fun.
it's pretty fun.
Yeah. Okay, so we have the menu, the couples version, where you can play like on a first date with just like someone, or you can play with couples, like, you know, me and Grace versus, you know, you guys and your guys' ladies, and it could be like which couple knows each other best. But you also, it's really fun because you get to know the other people, the other couples, because they have to answer too. So it's like whoever gets to 1,000 points wins. But I like to play the no point system, because there's like different versions of how to play in the game, and you just kind of play until you guys get too drunk. So
there's any fights ever come from these games?
Never like fights, but just like.
You didn't know that?
You didn't know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like even like in the Friends one, we have one. It's just a card that just says like, "When's my birthday?"
Oh.
When's your birthday?
I knew I was gonna ask. Who, my birthday?
No,
Mine's
when's his
March
birthday?
28th. Oh, this guy? You don't
Your
know about
business
that.
partner, best friend.
I can guess pretty well. I don't remember a lot of things.
Bro, I told you
guess.
this at least 17 times.
Yeah, I know.
We went to his birthday.
What do we do?
You set up the hibachi dinner.
That was your birthday?
No.
No, that was Alexa's birthday.
That was not someone.
No.
Don't worry about it. No, August 30. Is that right?
Nope.
When's his birthday?
April 27.
Is it?
March 28. Okay, good.
I'm only got this because you got mine wrong, so I don't care about your birthday. Until you care about mine.
Wait.
Okay.
It didn't pass yet.
No.
It's not August?
It is August.
Oh, 22nd.
21.
Dang it, I knew that because
You
he
didn't
likes that
know.
number.
Bro.
You didn't know.
It's
I
okay.
was in this right month. He's not even the right month.
Dude, I hate people with like boring birthdays, like August 27.
That's literally my girlfriend's birthday.
August 28.
that is literally Grace's birthday.
Is it
Sorry,
really?
Grace. Yes.
Oh, dang.
And no, I'm just kidding. It's not a boring birthday. I meant March
No.
27.
What is your deal with her, man? You're always sliding her.
What?
What?
That's my mom's name too, Grace.
Really?
Yeah, so.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to.
That's the only other Grace I know.
That's the
Oh, shit.
That's the prettiest name aside from Monette.
Yeah.
I'm gonna think of your mom next time I say Grace.
Mm.
But
That's
like
weird.
in a totally like cute non-sexual way while we're having sex.
For sure. Yeah.
So
Grace is awesome.
I had while we're still on topic of the menu, I wanted to ask if we could use it in a segment for a video we are doing soon.
Yes. What video are you guys doing?
It's a dating video.
What was it inspired by?
You. It was definitely we saw a video you did and we're like, oh, that'd be perfect for Andrew.
Yeah.
So we're gonna ask if we could borrow the idea and borrow your cards and borrow you to produce it and borrow your crew if they're free and borrow the studio you use.
So just recreate his
Just as long as you guys pay me my rate, and it's literally at least Chick-fil-A that day.
Done.
I'm in.
But we usually film on Sundays.
Shit.
But the video it's gonna be really cool because it's a twist on your video, but we're gonna incorporate my little brother because we're both super taken forever and always.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be cool to get him on there because he's very shy.
Do you think like can I help you produce it in the sense where like let's do like a kissing round where we have Andrew kiss like girls?
Yeah.
Because I think that kid's freaky.
Hey.
He comes off really shy.
Yeah.
But I know that guy's a stud.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
The silent ones are the crazy ones.
Yeah.
That's why he's silent.
And we have Adenodongs.
What?
Me and Andrew have Adenodongs.
They do. It's true.
Idenodongs?
Yeah.
You guys have the same penis?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, because when I'm 12 years older than him. So when he was born, I was changing his diapers and I was like, oh, we match.
Same size.
Same size and everything?
Same everything, yeah.
Still to this day, too?
I don't know, but when he was a baby, we matched. So
Damn.
he probably got a little bigger.
I saw my brother's penis once,
Okay.
Carlos's, and it actually, literally, like you said, it looks exactly like mine.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy. And I will give it to him. His is a little thicker.
Mm.
But mine's is just prettier because the way I trim my pubes and stuff is just nicer. Yeah.
I had a pube. I grew a pube the first time recently.
Where? And there?
Yeah.
You don't have hair? You do have hair there.
No. How you know?
You
'Cause I've
showed
seen
me.
it.
Yeah, you showed us. What the hell?
Don't show people.
You do.
You do.
No, I don't.
Yes.
No. You're like, oh, you're going with the cornrow style today? No, I don't. I've never
Dude,
shown
no.
anybody.
How many times do you think I saw your penis that month I lived in there?
How many?
At least 4.
Is that what that camera in my bathroom was?
That we went that skinny dipping that one night.
Ah.
We that one time you were like, we should box naked.
Yeah.
Weird, but we did it. It was fun.
Yeah, it was good. You think that's crazy? There's a bunch of stories we can't even talk about.
Tell me after.
Yeah.
I want to know.
Sure.
I want to
You're
know.
gonna know
What
it
did
all.
I miss in that house?
Oh, that house got crazy.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, I'm super down. I think the video with your brother would be so good because he's like shy, it's so cute, and it'll just be fun to.
Yeah, I think he's shy. He's cute. But I think he's like he's a heartthrob in the making. He just doesn't see it himself, but he's just a really good-looking kid. He's funny.
He's really fun, talented.
He's been working out. He's getting more confident. He just finished his first year of college, so I think he has.
Did you talk to him about college?
Did
you talk to him about college?
Yeah.
Did he have like a college fling?
He had college flings, yes.
Whoa, dude.
He's a bird.
And we got in contact with all of them, and they're all going to be here for that.
That'd be awesome, dude.
Dude, that'd be so fun. Let's do it.
You know what video I want to do, but it probably will not happen. I've already pitched it to you. The same video, except have Alexis and all your exes.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
That'd be insane.
Fun. If Alexis was down, I'd be down, but I don't want to put her in a weird situation.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's still like a 2% chance, but I don't think.
Let me think.
I'm gonna pitch that for my channel too.
Yeah, do it.
How many
if you can do it, please do it.
How many exes do you think we would need for the video?
5.
Okay, let me think. If
your second to last ex hit me up recently actually to be in a video. The spicy Latina.
That's what I was gonna say. Really?
Yeah, she hit me up.
Oh, she'd be great.
She was like, "Hey, can I be in a video?" And I was like, "Sure. Let me see if Alex is free. We'll I'll put him in there."
I'm not gonna be a part of it, but she would do great on it.
No. She asked to be in one. She was in town, and I think I wasn't filming that week. But she was like, "I would love to," and I was like, "I would have to ask you to."
I think I can think of 4.
Who would be down?
Who would be down? Yeah.
Only
of
if
your
Alexis
exes
is comfortable too.
Of your exes?
Yeah.
How many exes does he have? I thought you had like 4.
Well, no. I mean, no. There's also girls
8.
I dated that we never became official, but they would be down.
16.
Yeah.
So, 16.
60? No,
not 60.
Oh.
16.
16 what?
People
that I've dated?
Potential, not dated, but talk.
What about you, right?
Yeah.
Like you've been with your girl for so long, your wife.
Yes.
And did you guys ever talk about like your past relationships and stuff?
Yeah, but we didn't really have past relationships, so it was kind of clear.
Yeah, but like
easy.
You maybe had made out with a couple people before and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't we get those girls in a video?
Oh, me?
Yes.
And my wife?
Yes.
I mean,
it could be fun. It could be like, we'll title it like, can we get this man divorced in this video?
You know, if Alex is down with his, I'm down.
Do you have any
we got all our exes in a room.
No.
If you said that you're like about you have a fiance is what me and Alexis call each other, because we're not married, we're not engaged, but we're more than dating, so we're fiance. So with your fiance, you're almost to the main thing. So would you have any questions? Because he's a really good guy. He's a really great husband, great marriage. Any questions for this man? Like if anything changes or like.
I'm just so locked in with Grace that I don't really have any questions. I'm more like anxious to kind of ask her to get married and stuff like that. So I'm like more excited than anything. I'm not scared or questioning things or anything, you know.
But you have like the day planned.
I have the whole idea.
Like the timeline.
No, I just have to get one last thing locked in, and then I'll be like, okay, cool.
Have you told me the proposal idea?
I won't give you guys this exclusive.
No, not on camera. But have you told me off camera? Because I know you told me the Sex and the City one, but I don't remember if you ever told me the actual one.
I did, and it sucks that you don't remember.
Well, I don't even remember his birthday. I've known him for 20 years.
All your stories are like, yeah, and then like we met again, and I was like, nice to meet you, and then I was like, oh shit, we met 6 years ago.
Yeah, that is not good.
Those are all your stories.
That's really bad.
When you guys started being friends again, when you're like, oh yeah, we were friends. I do remember you.
So you have it planned how you're gonna propose.
Yeah.
I have mine. I just figured mine out.
Really?
I just figured it out probably a month ago. I was like, oh, got it.
Really?
Roy thinks it might be a little dangerous, but I don't think so.
Dangerous?
Yeah.
Now, is that like to say it for a clip, or is it actually dangerous?
No,
it's pretty dangerous.
It's pretty dangerous, but not. I don't think so. It depends on the age.
Time-sensitive dangerous.
Time-sensitive dangerous.
If
Suffocation-wise.
Suffocation?
We can't talk about it. We can't talk about any ideas. Yeah.
It's
I'll tell you later.
I got it.
Like, I wouldn't mind.
You guys are gonna go dive with sharks, right?
Mm-mm.
And then there's gonna be a shark that comes up to Alexis. She's gonna think that she's about to get murdered, but the shark's gonna open its mouth and there's gonna be a ring in there.
Yes.
Dude, if you can make that happen,
that would be cool. I just rent the Jaws shark.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. Oh man, that would suck. She would probably like being proposed to with just a cloud of shit around her.
It'd be good.
But I'm excited because what I've always wanted to do for a long time was flash mob, but it's too hard to coordinate, and then you have to get everybody to learn the dance, and then you have to like set it up.
Too cliche. I like your way.
Yeah.
It's very Alex way.
Just don't do it at the beach.
Why?
What?
I did mine at the beach.
Well, I know you did yours at the beach, but everyone does theirs at the beach, and you guys are too close together. Like my brother did his at the beach. Now I can't do mine at the beach.
Well, I did mine at a nude beach.
A nude?
Yeah, I'll just do regular beach.
You were naked?
No.
Why are you so
Not
excited?
He's like, and I'm invested.
Oh my god, I should have just got naked.
He takes off the towel and he was like, "Will you marry me?" And the ring is around your penis,
and he can't get it off.
Oh my god. Okay.
It's all purple and just like.
If I were to redo my life, I would have done that. Oh my god.
You think you're gonna be nervous? Because he was super nervous.
Were you nervous? Did she catch on that you were so nervous?
No, she knew the entire time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I feel like
they know.
Everyone really just kind of knows.
They will know.
Do you have a time frame of when you were like, okay, this is the one? Like not when you're gonna propose, but like, oh, this is the one. And then, another question is, how long before the proposal did you be like, okay, I'm gonna do it? Like, how long have you been planning it or thinking about doing the proposal that you're gonna do this year, probably?
I'm so confused by your question, but I'll answer it anyways.
Thank you.
I think what you're trying to say is, fuck, I don't know what you're trying to say.
My mind goes back and forth, so I don't know what I said.
You asked me a question and you said, but I also want to ask you the most confusing question as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so from when you were like, okay, I'm going to propose in your head to when you actually do it, how long do you think will that time span be?
How long will be like since I don't know, maybe like a little over a year.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I always wondered. I'm like, I don't want to wait too long. She knows I'm going to eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just like,
surprise her. Do it tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Or just wait so long.
Oh my god.
Like Roy did.
Well, the pandemic happened. I had to delay mine.
I need to cause another pandemic.
Like, babe, we might die. So I'm going to wait until after.
Yeah. Have you ever gotten, like, you never thought you would marry somebody else? Well, 8 years.
Have I ever gone to marry someone else?
No, have you ever gotten to the point where you thought, oh, I'm probably going to marry this person? I'm assuming so after 8 years.
Yeah, my ex, we talked about it and stuff. It's just one of those relationships that, we kind of grew up together too. We were best friends for like 2 years and then we dated for so long and we just kind of like, a lot of our personality and just life experiences came together and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think near the end, I just had a lot of commitment issues, to be honest.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have really big commitment issues. So I think that's what kind of led to us not being able to, stay together in the long run. I was like, but it came with a lot of things. At the time, I wasn't doing well, I think financially. I was like insecure about certain stuff. So I was like not committing to her, committing to this or that. So like I was scared and then we ended up, we kind of like just grew apart a little bit and, she was my best friend. So it was a very mutual breakup. It's like, hey, I don't think this is going to work. You want something, I want something. I was very like, I want to work and figured my life out. And she kind of wanted to settle down and just things didn't work out.
And you're like, Alex, can I stay with you?
Yeah. And I was like, Alex, at first we were just living together for a month, broken up.
Yeah.
And then it like the last week we got kind of awkward. So I was like, I got to move. So I left to your house. I came back. She had taken everything. She left me a love sack. That was nice.
There you go. You still have it. So what's different now? How do you you've resolved your commitment issues, or like you realized the previous one just wasn't the one?
I think just like I said, like it's a choice, right? I think love is a choice. But when I started dating Grace, you know, you try not to compare, you know, your exes with your like your new interests and stuff. But there was like a lot of things that Grace brought to the table that I just like loved. You know, she was really, not to say like my ex wasn't this or that, but like, you know, Grace was just so caring, so loving, and so supportive. And during that pandemic, you know, I feel like it did kind of teach us a lot about like, you know, what really matters. You know, I was stuck in the house really just with like my best friends, and you know, Grace ended up being like just like, we started dating like 2 weeks right before like COVID happened. And George, our roommate, would say this joke all the time to Grace, because she was like, hey, I'm gonna kind of quarantine with you, and also like I'm gonna come here, and just my parents. George would be like, when she would roast George or something, he'd be like, what are you laughing about? You'll be gone by August. Because that's when the pandemic was supposed to end. And then I'd be like, I can't do it in August because August is her birthday, George. He's like, well, after that. But yeah, we were stuck together. And yeah, just, you know, you've learned that like family's really important, the relationships. Yeah. I learned that, you know, my job wasn't that important to me in the long run. Yeah, just there was just something about it that made me really want to commit to her and spend the rest of my life with her.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. So if the pandemic never happened, you think it would have been a different mindset?
I mean, to be honest with you, yeah, just because I had just gotten out of a relationship, I did like Grace right away. So I probably would have been like, damn, it's like right girl, wrong time. I just got out of a relationship. I have to kind of like, get to know myself a little bit more. You know, I've been with someone so long. But because of the pandemic, you know, it was like, hey, let's spend every day together, and it was cool.
Dude, I feel like the pandemic was just a hard reset for everybody.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah. Except for you, you had fun at your house.
I liked it.
I liked it too. It was like I had zero FOMO.
Yeah.
Everyone was stuck inside. I knew what everyone was doing. Nothing. We were all watching the same shit.
I think the main downside of the pandemic for me was I was doing like vlogging, and then I couldn't leave the house, so I think that's what kind of like forced me to take longer break on YouTube. And then I just never really got back into it. Like I was like, okay, pandemic's done, okay, I'm gonna just go box. I don't want to do YouTube again. But then like I went a couple of years without consistently posting, and it kind of killed the channel. And then it's been like 10 years. I was like, whatever. Or like, no, it's like 16 years or 18 years or something like that. And I was like, whatever. And then Roy came in and was like, dude, let's get back together. And all the burnout, all the burnout just left. And I was like, oh, I'm fully 100% back in. Let's go. Because like,
how long did it take for you to like pitch that idea to him? Like, was that something you've been thinking about for like a long time, and then you're like, okay, I think I feel comfortable to asking Alex?
Honestly, I think it just comes back down to the pandemic and how it like reset me. And I'm just kind of like realizing like more and more, like, I mean, I enjoyed doing like guava juice videos and all, but then after a while you just get so tired of like filming like kids content and like that style of videos. And I just it was just hard to do it by myself. And I had this longing for like someone to banter with, and all the lines just connected back to Alex. And I was like, hey, let's give it a shot. So I think the end of 2022 is when I had the idea, probably like around the same time, like Christmas-ish.
And like that whole year leading up, because that was the end of the year, the whole year leading up, we would like collab a little bit, and then I think just the spark started like psh, 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 and then at the end of the year, it's like, let's just go all out. Every time we film together, there's a spark, and it's just more fun, and it's funny, and like we're always crying, laughing. And I don't know about for him, but when I was filming stuff, I didn't cry laughing until we were together, and then something would happen, and then
we just miss each other, man.
Every
time we collab, I was like,
there were
miss that fucking guy.
There were times where we would film together, and he would whisper, "You're just not Roy."
Yeah.
And I was like, what? And he was like, no, let's get back into it. And I'd be like, that was mean.
Yeah. After I was like, be like, all right, cut. Man, you're never gonna be as good as Roy. But let's just finish up.
That's good. You guys definitely have that, like, you guys are definitely a good duo.
Yeah, you can just tell we've known each other for so long, like 20 years.
A little too long.
No, not long enough.
Kiss. Have you guys ever kissed?
Once on accident.
But his mom said we kissed when we were younger, so I don't know.
I think she just says stuff. I don't remember that.
What was she just walking on you guys? I think she walked in on you guys kissing.
Maybe we did for a day or something. Maybe we played spin the bottle and someone dared us to kiss.
Oh, that's
strike up memories.
Yeah, but my mom wasn't in that game, so I don't know how she would know that.
That's
I can see that happening.
Yeah, we probably did that. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
All right.
And then recently we did a video.
I saw it.
Yeah, with Franny.
I watch your guys' videos.
We had to kiss, and then like right after they were like cut, we both were like soft, and he's like, I was gonna say the same thing.
Hell yeah.
All right, you know what I want to do? I want to get those questions and prove to you that we are the strongest friendship on YouTube. But first,
okay,
we got some questions for you.
All right, David, are you ready?
I'm ready.
This is called the spicy fruity word.
Okay.
So we dug into your past. All right. And I'm going to say one word, and you have to let us know or let us not know what the word or the word associates with. Ready?
Okay, yes.
All right, first word, Bosco.
Bosco. A lot of dudes. I went to an all-boys school. I loved it. Didn't give a shit about... I didn't have clothes growing up, so it was awesome. We had to wear like a uniform every day, which was great.
Mm-hmm. Wait, all boys school, high school, middle school?
High school. So yeah.
Where's Bosco at?
Bellflower. Yeah, that's where I still hang out with all my best friends there. We're seeing each other this Saturday. We saw each other this Sunday. Still hang out with them. My day ones.
You call them Bosco boys?
No, we call each other the Bosco bendovers.
I like that better.
Accurate.
Yeah, and yeah, they were great. Yeah, it was just my best friends.
Next,
I loved it.
All right, next word, Jeep Wrangler.
Jeep. I had a Jeep for such a long time. I loved it. It was expensive. Monthly payment was like $500. I couldn't do it after a while, but I loved it. It made me feel cool. I don't really care about cars. Mm-hmm. But I like a Jeep was like the Jeep and the Bronco are like my dream cars.
I do remember you driving. You had what color was it?
It's like gray blue. Or something.
Yeah, I think every time you drove up, I was like, oh, cool. I remember having that thought. No, I really did. I was like,
the only time Alex ever thought I was cool was when I had a Jeep.
Yeah, and then I was like, every time I saw you drive up, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Should I get one? And then I usually get distracted by something shiny or something. But I did think of that a lot.
I remember you told me you're like, dude, I want to get a Jeep too, and then you got that Porsche.
Yeah,
and I was like, okay.
Yeah, I wasn't cool enough.
Yeah, and then you drove that Porsche like maybe 6 times.
Yeah.
But it was so cool.
It was nice. Next.
Your next word is punchable face.
Damn. Pablo helped you with these.
Yeah. No.
Well, when I started YouTube, one of like the big guys in our circle, his name is Eric Ochoa. Big YouTuber, super ego. He had like millions of followers. I was working for this guy named Josh Leva at the time. He was his roommate. Yeah, and I think I came in like always trying to be myself in that group because there was like a lot of heavy hitters. You know, Pablo was really funny, Josh, Eric, Timothy De La Ghetto. I was just like, I'm going to be myself and like hopefully these guys fuck with me. And then like I thought I was cool. And then months later, they kind of told me, they were like, Eric was super honest. Like, dude, I first met you. I thought you had the most punchable face. I was like, I would say that behind your back all the time. And now it's like a super big inside joke. Like now I guess I have a punchable face. I don't know what that means, but.
Do you think so, Alex?
Do you think so?
No.
You've punched my face before.
But it's just such a small target.
Stupid.
You're the one that said you have a little head.
It's true.
Yeah.
Well, you have a lot of targets.
I have a big target. Yeah.
Your scars.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. It's like when you put a sticker of a fly in a urinal. The accuracy.
Yeah.
That's like my face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. This next word, it's Shia Lanat Buff. What's that?
A lot of people said I used to look like Shia LaBeouf, and I loved it at the time because he wasn't canceled back then. Mm-hmm. And they said not buff because I wasn't buff. So it was like a jab. You know, it was mean. Pablo would call me that all the time. Yeah, and I don't know. I think I kind of looked like him, so I kind of played in it.
All right, last word for here. We have Residue Crew.
Residue Crew. That was it was one of my favorite things. So me and Pablo and like a couple so there was like the big YouTubers like Eric, Timothy DeLaGhetto, PD Flow, Josh Leva, Jared Munoz, or it was Jared Munoz was also like Residue. And like Josh was also Residue. Yeah. So there was like really like PD Flow, Super Ego, and Timothy DeLaGhetto. So they had started like on MySpace. They were big on YouTube. And everyone kind of started making friends, like creating their own kind of team. Mm-hmm. You know, like Eric hired Pablo, I think, to like write for him, and then Josh hired me to write for him. So like we weren't in the friend group. They called us the Residue Crew because they were like just the kind of like the side guys. They're cool, but definitely the Residue Crew.
Oh, you guys should have went by like Sidemen or something.
Dude. Man, that was one of our first ideas. We told them. But yeah, we were the Residue Crew. I loved it. Cause yeah, and they didn't, it was fun.
All right. You ready to get into the menu? You ready to test our friendship?
Yes.
Now I have questions for you guys. I want to test your guys' friendship.
Go ahead.
Okay.
We'll start off with a couple appetizers, and this is just fun to like, just fun questions, you know? We'll have I'll give you guys one of these. Okay?
We're playing the menu, everybody.
The menu.
This is the first take on the menu.
And what do you guys want your discount code to be?
Wassabi.
2
S's.
If you guys want to buy the menu, use the discount code Wassabi. 2 S's.
Where can they buy the menu?
At right here.
All right. Do I read it?
Yeah.
Or we both read it.
You can both. Well, you read it.
Okay, I read it. Okay. Give each other 3 people to play Fuck, Marry, Kill with.
Easy.
Mm-hmm.
You have to give each other one.
Does it have to be real people?
You can do like, doesn't matter, influencers. You can
okay,
do celebrities.
You ready? Yep. Bubbles from Powerpuff Girls.
Okay.
Candace from Phineas and Ferb.
I don't know who that is.
Wow.
Well, then you got to kill her. No,
I'll kill her.
Okay. Bubbles from Powerpuff Girls. Jade from Jackie Chan Adventures.
Okay.
Ooh.
And Jigglypuff.
Oh, dang. Okay, I'd fuck Jigglypuff.
Make her sing. Oh, wait, that's Chauncey.
Yeah.
Who's the first one?
The Bubbles from Powerpuff Girls.
She seems nice. I'll marry
nice.
Bubbles.
She'd be a good wife, yeah.
And I'll kill Jade from Jackie Chan Adventures.
Oh, really? That was your childhood
You won't
crush?
be able to-
I'm older now.
You won't be able to kill her though.
Why? Because she's Jackie Chan.
She has the talismans, man.
Talismans, balismans.
Hiya.
That's pretty good.
That I don't know why I'm never gonna forget that. That's always stuck in my head forever.
You said it so many times.
Because cool stuff would happen.
Yeah.
Like, he would always say that, and something cool would happen.
Jackie.
Hiya.
Okay, you ready?
Okay.
All right. We have David Alvarez. Bob's Burgers.
Okay.
Bob's from Bob's Burgers. And Tiana from
Princess Frog?
Princess and Frog.
Marry Tiana. Fuck David. Kill Bob.
Easy.
I can get my own burgers.
Easy.
I don't need that.
All right, Alex, I want you to read this one.
Oh, he's excited.
So do we get 25 points? Is that what
you got? 25 points each.
We did that. Describe where you think the other person will be in 5 years if things went bad.
If things went bad.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Here you go, David. Ready?
That was pretty good. That was really cool.
Well, I think you'd be...
If things were bad, in what way? Like, if just with at life?
Yeah, if you think things went bad for Roy and vice versa.
Okay.
You want me to go first?
You go first. I can go first.
Okay.
I think you would be living in a smaller place because you said something very cancelable.
That makes sense.
And then no one wants to watch.
Yeah.
Anymore.
And you have to kind of like cut ties with him.
Yeah. No, not cut ties. Just not work with you anymore because you said something really bad.
Alexis leaves you too. She can't be seen with you.
Damn. We've had to cut a lot of things.
And that's that's the one thing I'm most scared of.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh God, please.
Okay. It's close. We get close.
Yeah, we get close.
Yeah. Okay. I think you will be. Your marriage didn't work out. You lost your passion for YouTube. You're living back in North Carolina, and your left foot is missing, and you won't explain it to anybody.
Damn.
Yeah, that's where you'd be in 5 years.
That's very accurate, actually.
We got 50 points?
25.
25.
More.
This is gonna be a good clip if you guys do it right.
Oh, okay.
Who would be your 3 nightmare celebrity / influencer dinner guests?
Just nightmare. Like, this would be the worst dinner, and you have to choose 3 celebrities / influencers.
I have some in my head, but I they're like, I don't want to be on their bad side. That's how, like,
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I will go one by one.
Okay.
My first one. I'm sorry in advance, okay?
He goes, David Alvarez.
Not a bad person, just
let me guess, Gabby Hanna.
Yes! Whoa! How'd you know?
I don't know. You just I felt it.
Yeah.
I felt it.
Yeah. I was on Escape the Night with her, and it was just a lot. I'm not gonna go into detail, but it was a lot. Okay. And it was like the middle of the night, and it was just a lot to be doing in the middle of the night. We were so tired. Okay.
Me, Gus Johnson. You know, bro, that guy roasted me for no reason.
I remember.
Filled with hate.
Dude, he did like, how many videos did he do of you?
With brand deals too at the end? That's like, dude, come on, dog.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Okay, next one would have to be... Do you have one in your head?
No.
Do you have one in my head?
Let me read the question again. 3?
Yeah, we had to think of 3.
I guess Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay.
Horrible.
He's dead though, so it would be
dead?
really weird dinner table.
Dan Schneider, I guess.
It's like Gabby.
Dan Schneider's a good
Dan
one.
Schneider, I guess. He would just be talking about stuff that I don't want to hear.
Okay, that's okay. I'll take that one. What's your second one?
Oh, you.
You were suggesting for me as well.
Oh, me.
I feel like we don't really have bad encounters with people.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, people might disagree with me. Elon Musk. I feel like he's just boring.
Huh? I met him at a restaurant one time.
He would be just talking like a robot. I'm like, all right, man.
I was at a restaurant one time on a date, and the host came up and he knew who I was. He's like, "Hey man, thanks for coming to the restaurant. We're so happy to have you here. I have a surprise for you and your date." And I was like, "Okay, cool." He's like, "Okay, I'll be back." And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
He left, and 2 minutes later, Elon Musk walks up to my table and he's like, "Hey, what's up?" And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Oh, this isn't my table. I thought this was my family's table. My family's table's over there." And I was like, "That's a weird mistake to make because I'm so Asian and you're not at all. I don't look like your family. I guarantee it." It was just really like, but it made the date went really well after that.
Wow. I was like, you know Elon?
Yeah, it's just random. I was like, dang, this host is connected. He just sent Elon over to my table for no reason. That was crazy.
One more. You got it.
One more.
Come on. This is the menu, boy.
Hold on. I'm trying to think of like somebody in the YouTube realm.
YouTube. What YouTuber?
Who YouTuber do I not get along with? I feel like there's not.
You get along with everybody.
Yeah.
Even
KSI in another life, I feel like we would get along.
Would you want KSI now?
No, I mean, I don't think he would make the dinner bad though. I think he would have some interesting stories.
Oh, true.
Oh, but he is the nightmare. Okay, I'll say KSI.
KSI?
Yeah. Even though we were kind of friends before, like we got along really well before we had the fight.
Yeah. Why does he hate you so much?
I don't know. It's funny. He super hates me. Like I've never had somebody hate me as much as this guy.
But I think honestly, he's got a point.
Yeah, I know. My face. It's probably because my eyes are too far apart.
Yeah.
He's probably like, fix your eyes.
I don't.
Oh, you got
I don't know a third one. The only person I don't like is Gus Johnson. Man, that guy's a hoot.
Dude, you guys should have him on.
Yeah,
I'm
curious.
Confronting Gus Johnson. Great title.
Yeah, if there's anybody watching or any YouTubers you know of that like, there's no way they're going to have them on the show, reach out to us. We'll probably have you on. No matter what our history is, we're down.
Yeah.
Because it'll get juicy.
Okay, next one. You ready?
Cool.
There's some entrees and now desserts in here, so you guys can just pick one.
Ooh. Like look at it or like
You can just randomly.
What's the
one
difference?
entree,
Dessert
one
more
dessert.
like
Dessert's more spicy.
ooh, dessert it is.
You do one for me, I do one for you.
We do this daily.
What is
it?
Smell each other's feet. Big inhale.
Let's do another one.
Yeah,
Okay, do
that's
another.
too easy.
Okay,
we can do that
That's too
after.
easy.
We can do that after.
Oh,
the
here we
show.
go. This is the one. Oh, what's the most embarrassing thing that happened to you while having sex? I know that one.
What?
You know that one
You're
for
not
him?
good at catching that. No, myself, but yours? Yeah, what is yours? I don't know.
I'm still a virgin.
It's never been embarrassing. It's always been a game every time.
You've never farted during sex?
No.
Me neither.
No.
Me either. No, I grunted hard one time on accident, and we both started laughing.
Yeah.
That's not embarrassing.
It was an accident. Like I was more like adjusting, and then I was like, and then we were both like, "Whoa, what was that?"
She was like, what the fuck was that, babe?
Yeah. Like I almost went beast mode. My bad.
Dang.
Yeah. No.
No, just loud.
You never fell off the bed?
No.
Oh,
Yeah, just very loud.
Just loud? What's like the loudest you've been, you think? You give us like a decimal meter. Like,
like. That's so loud.
that's
so
the noise
loud.
he makes when he comes.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Share a dream or goal of mine that you think I should give up on.
Oh, dang.
It's got to be real. Like, I know he's really passionate about this, but buddy.
You got one?
For you?
Yeah, I got one for you, I think.
Dream or goal? Dream or goal?
If yours isn't boxing for Alex, I think you're not being honest. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
Wow.
the thing is,
I'm kidding.
I was gonna say boxing, but you already know your time is almost up.
Yeah, I don't even want to do it anymore. Maybe one more, two more times.
No, dude, you're
probably
good.
one
You
more.
kicked my ass really easily. It hurt.
Oh,
I always thought I could give a good fight, and then you kind of toyed with me for like 10 minutes in the ring, and I was like, should never really start issues with guys.
No, I got it. Ready?
Go ahead.
I think you did really good that day. I remember.
You had just finished working out, too. You were already tired. That was fresh.
No, you were doing good. Okay, so I got it. You ready? You should give up on this.
What?
But it's for selfish reasons. I think you should.
Is it golf?
No, Mount Everest. I think you shouldn't climb it.
Why?
He wants to climb Mount Everest, but
You wanna climb
it
it?
takes
Yeah, I'm
19
curious.
hours to get to the base of the mountain, and then 40 days, I'm pretty sure, to climb and come back down and be done.
It does not take that long.
Takes a long time.
Does it take that
Can we
long?
fact check?
It's fact checked.
So,
it takes that long.
That's
Check that out.
just too far and too
40
long.
days?
That's crazy.
It's too long for you to be away, man. I'm gonna be lonely.
How do you even?
What? Just come
That's-
with me.
Okay.
There you go.
You know how many people die yearly trying to do that?
2.
No, how many? Pablo? Yearly.
At least 5.
And you know, on the way there, you see dead bodies.
It's like landmarks. They're like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
there's green shoes. Oh, let's keep going.
because it's more dangerous to get them out.
Yeah,
Then
exactly. So they just leave them there.
That's insane.
Down to only like 4.4 deaths per year.
See?
See, they
The 2 of them right there.
We can cover the first. Wait, how many people try to climb it a year?
So 500 people a day make it to base camp, and only 800 a year get to the top.
Dang, it's 19 hours just to get to the base. Even that's a lot. 500 people a day? That's crazy.
I'm trying to think of a goal still you should give up. What are your goals?
Um,
No, I'm serious.
You're proving it. You guys are good friends.
yeah.
No.
Uh,
what are your top 3 goals the next 5 years?
Get married, have kids, hopefully this podcast gets off the ground. How many are we at? 17, 18?
Something.
We're so early. Like most podcasts I know that are doing well are in the hundreds already, like 300.
See, those are great goals.
Yeah, that's
I guess boxing, just give up on it before you hurt yourself more, because your arm's already like fucked up.
Yeah, I get messed up every boxing match pretty much. I'm hurt for like a month.
Yeah, I'm still hurt since you you boxed me.
I didn't hit you that hard.
You did. You said, "Can I try now? I'm gonna go 30," and I was like, "30? That doesn't sound."
No, I think you're just not used to getting hit. It was pretty light.
No, I get hit a lot.
You have a punchable face, man. I don't know. That
was good.
All right, David, thank you for coming on the show.
Hey, man,
thank you for showing us the menu. It was nice.
Dude, thank you guys so much for having me. I love these guys. These guys are one of the hardest working people. Seriously, the two nicest guys on the tube. Alex and Roy just are such givers. Honestly, I want to say that from the bottom of my heart.
Aww.
You guys really care about the people around you, and you guys take care of them, and I see that all the time in different ways. And it's just something I've always inspired to be like.
Aww.
And just like you were saying that I'm a good connector.
Yeah.
At least from I don't know you that well, Roy, but Alex has always been someone who brings people together.
Yeah.
In a really great way, and I've always wanted to be like that too. So both of you guys have taught me a lot about what it means to be a good friend, what it means to be Asian, and what it means to just be a good person in general,
No, appreciate that.
I appreciate you guys so much.
That's crazy how we got the 3 nicest people on YouTube in one podcast.
Oh,
wow.
So
should
we start a podcast?
We should just have sex. All right.
Down.
All right. See you guys next Monday.
Hey, if we did have sex, who would be the 2 bottoms?
There's no middle?
We'll just take turns. Okay.
Bye.